Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a vlog that we are doing because we wanted to show people in the world what happens when you tent your house. So we live in California. Um, we had some really hot weather a few weeks ago. And when it happened, you see that door behind me? There were a lot of termites there. So I found a lot of termites one day and I thought, oh, maybe they came in on package or something. I didn't want to believe that we had termites because our house was built less than 10 years ago. So then I think it was another 5 days later, it was still really hot here. We had more termites there, and it was really disgusting because there were ants that were crawling around with dead termites on their backs, and then there were these other live termites that were floating around or walking around. So that was disgusting, and that was the last straw where I said, okay, we need to figure out what to do about these termites because they're disgusting, and I wanted to know if I had a problem. So I called a few termite companies. The first one came out, walked in my house, didn't look at anything, and said, you need to tent your house. And I was like, okay, bye. Then another person came, did the same thing, walked in, said you need to tent your house. And I said, okay, thanks, bye. The third one came in, said that they could just spray in the areas where, we were seeing the termites, which was just here in the front of the house, and also in our attics. And he said there were no termites under my house, which was interesting because someone else later had a different opinion. So I said, okay, that sounds good to me. I don't really want to tent my house. So I was kind of leaning towards that solution. And then another time we decided to ask the orange oil people to come. And if you haven't heard of orange oil, they can kill termites by just spraying orange oil into your walls. And the termites won't eat it, or if they eat it, they die. So it's a much better solution than putting a tent over your house. So I called those people to come to our house, and they looked at our house in the attic and also in the under the house, and they said that we had a major problem and that we would definitely need to tent and that they couldn't even help us. So that was extremely discouraging, but also gave us a little push that said, okay, we need to just do this. So I called one more company to come and look around and tell me what their quote would be to tent the house, because the other two companies that had told me that, their price was very high. And at that time, they came in and they looked under our house and found out that we had some really bad termites under the house too. So not only did we have what they call drywood termites, which are the termites that swarm once a year, we also had subterranean termites, which are termites that are under your house, and they build these little tunnels under your house. That's how you know why they're there. So we ended up having to go ahead and treat both of those. So we already had the under the house treatment because that one you don't have to exit your home for, you can be home. Today we're supposed to be getting tented. And, they tell you that you don't need to do a lot for the tenting. They tell you that you can just put your food in those double bags. Okay, open food, by the way. Open food can go in double bags. Okay, we said no. We just tried to eat all our food and tossed whatever we didn't eat because I'm not eating poison. I'm not even going to, get close to eating poison. They told us that anything that was sealed you could just leave out. So water bottles, etc. We pulled all that out of the house as well. And bedding, clothing is all supposed to be okay. We pulled all our bedding out of the house. And so I'll walk you around and show you a little bit of what we did. And then here is the kicker. We are going to be living in a camper outside of our home for the next, 48 to 72 hours because you may or may not know this, but when a home is tented, your security is low and your chances of getting burglarized are high. And we live in a We live in a neighborhood where people tend to come to burglarize houses for some reason. There's been more lately. And also, sorry, my arm hurts because I was working out. Also, it's Christmas, so I just know people are out, they're desperate, and I don't really want to be risking any of that. So we're camping outside of our house. And what's funny about that is we actually don't camp. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all goes down. I would have much rather preferred to be in a hotel, but just very worried about security around here. So we are in a camper, which I will show you in a little bit. Okay. So we have a lot of stuff in our attic and had to take all of it out because they need to spray up there. And so that's all our crap that was in the attic. It used to be my very full and bountiful pantry of goodies. So as you can see, we did not bag anything. It's completely empty. There's all the bags they gave me that I did not use. And this is what it looks like right now. Sad. Then, oh, I need to get that milk out of there. This is my fridge. It's fairly empty too. I'm gonna put that almond milk in our little cooler. And freezer. Normally these are packed. They're out of here, the ice is off and no longer making ice. And then I also, here's where I used to have my Nespresso maker, and I obviously pulled out all the K-cups, but also pulled out the coffee makers because I just wasn't 100% sure how you clean those after this and wanted to feel comfortable about using them after. All right, are you ready for a tour of this sweet, sweet trailer? Get it behind me. Okay, I'm gonna take you inside for a little tour. Okay, so as you know, as I said before, I do not camp, but this is called an RP177, whatever that means. Must be some kind of a remote something or other. All right. Now, as you step inside this trailer, here to the right, we have a this is a table and a bed. For now, we're just using it as a bed for the kids. There's a fridge, and it doesn't work. Guess what else doesn't work? The electrical outlets. So, we're just gonna work with it. I put my coffee maker in here. I'm gonna plug it in outside of the house so that in the morning I can make myself some coffee. And then here we have the kitchen area, and I will not be cooking because we're only here for 2 nights and we are in our hometown, so we can just go eat somewhere. But this is the little kitchen. There's drawers, and then over here you've got what I set up as the master. I took our bedding, which we actually bought in Vegas at the Wynn Hotel, and I put it here. These giant pillows, I figured it can be a bed and a couch. And finally, to end the home tour, there is a shower and a toilet here. So we do have that going for us. All right, so you got everything a person needs in this cute little trailer. We also have a cooling and heating system. Please freaking work, because it's winter right now and I don't like to be cold. So we tried it yesterday, it did work. Praying that it will work today. So I decided to bring our backyard furniture and we put it here. Probably we'll move it to the driveway, but just so that we have some furniture we can assort into a living room area for us. And since the kitchen fridge isn't working, we have this cooler, and it just has various things in it. I just stuck that because almond milk is in the fridge, y'all. that too. Of course, some beer too, right? And some wine. Yay!
Trailer now, and this is our bed. We kind of made it like our mom and dad's, but it's still not as cool. We tried to make it like a decent nest thing. We got the windows.
We got windows.
You have a bigger window. They have the more closing space. Ours is more open. I like it here. And since there's nowhere to do homework inside, we're just doing it on the bed.
Mom, I need your signature on this.
Okay. Wait. Cole, you've got to do more than one sentence though.
My house got tented, so I can't read for homework.
Yeah, but why don't you write about what's going
Mom,
on?
is this gonna be our
Then you can
TV
write
for
2 or 3 more
movie night?
sentences. Yeah, we could have movie night on the laptop. We shall see. Okay, and here's what's going on outside. The tent is up, and just really sad. Very sad. I have some really good news. I think it's actually a Christmas miracle, and our power in the trailer is now on. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, the lights just got brighter and we had power. So, yay, we have power. We can charge our devices. Yay. In the camper, and now there's 4 of us. And we're brushing our teeth. Chase, anything you want to say?
It's not too bad being crammed in. I've never been scared of closed spaces.
We're pretty crammed, guys. We've got like bags on the floor, blankets everywhere.
Hey, I have my own little office over here.
Chase has his office. We've got a little heater cranking because it's pretty chilly. We actually spent the night watching Star Wars, so we had something to do, so that was good.
It was
Amazing.
we watched it before it came out.
Yes.
But just one day.
One day before it came out. We're doing selfie camera. You're good. Matt's changing. He doesn't want us to film him. Okay, so good night. We are going to attempt to sleep, and in the morning we will check in and tell you how our night went. Hopefully, cross fingers that it's a good night. Right, Chase?
Yeah.
Okay. Night-night.
Let's go to bed.
Boys, how was sleep last night?
I didn't sleep too well. My head was at
It was very
an
good.
uncomfortable angle.
What does that mean? Uncomfortable angle.
Chase, do you think I should open this?
Cole and I are just messing around.
They're making a mess in the very small space of the world that we are in right now.
So now we're getting breakfast at Good Stuff because we didn't
Got
want
hot
to get
chocolate.
Oh yeah, this hot chocolate is good. Hey Mom, where's my world's best son coffee cup?
World's best white kid. I don't know, ask Santa.
That reminds me, Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
It's in 10 days.
Yeah.
So the Star Wars was pretty cool.
Oh, and this is the last day. This is the last day of school until winter break. So we can make a huge vlog during winter break because we don't have school.
That's true. We can do that.
So our food just came and we're eating. These eggs are so good.
I finished my hot chocolate. So these potatoes are the bomb.